Hey everyone, I'm Vivi, and today I'm giving my review of Pokemon Legends Arceus. Start with, wow, this game was amazing. Like, honestly, this is probably the best Pokemon game ever made. I know it's probably a cliche thing to say, and I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of people say this already, but it's true. This is the best Pokemon game ever made. I'm sorry, I'm used to saying these, because they usually release them in pairs. But I'm really glad they didn't release this one in a pair. It was so much easier to complete the Pokédex, so thank you so much, Game Freak. Because, you know, there used to be a point for Pokemon games to be in pairs, but there isn't really now. But I'm glad you realized that, even though Gen 9 is probably going to be in a pair, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But anyway, back to this game. This was Sinnoh in a whole new light. I absolutely love this game. I know it's technically called the Haisu region, but it's still Sinnoh, okay? Like, it's Sinnoh before Sinnoh was Sinnoh, basically. And they do specify in the game that they're going to start calling Haisu Sinnoh. So, yeah. But yeah, I really absolutely love this game so much. As you all know, Sinnoh is my favorite region, and to be able to play it like this was incredible. And an almost a completely open world game. Like, even though it's not like 100% open world, it's still an open world game in my opinion. And I think Pokemon did a fantastic job at their first attempt. You know, it just makes me really hope Gen 9 is fully open world and you can go anywhere. I mean, you can go anywhere in this game, there's literally no limitations, but, you know, having to leave the area to go to another area is a bit annoying, I have to admit. But still, it's a really amazing game. So I like how the story actually focused on the Pokédex. It was a great story. I think this is probably the best story in Game Freak's ever done. I guess aside from Gen 5, but, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of Gen 5. But yeah, like this story actually focuses on completing the first Pokédex, which I really love. That is amazing. I still haven't fully completed mine because some Pokemon, I've caught all the Pokemon, but they don't all have their entries yet. But I'll get there eventually and get the shiny charm. Although you don't need it, but I'll get there though. And also, this story takes a really weird turn because because you're basically from the future and you get sent back in time. I have a theory that you're actually playing as Dawn or Lucas when they're older, but I'm not sure if that's if that's true or not. But yeah, you're playing as a character from the future, gets sent back in time by Arceus, and then, you know, because you came through the time rift, you basically break their world and they kick you out of the village. And I actually found that so funny because I didn't see it coming. So that was really good. Great job on that, Game Freak. But yeah, they kick you out of the village, and then you have to try and save them. They still don't trust you, but then they start trusting you because obviously they figure out you're trying to save them. And it's a really cool story. Also, I really thought that he was going to be the villain. I don't remember his name. I really thought he was going to be the villain, but, you know, it turned out he wasn't. So, you know, I was proven wrong. This is also the very first Pokemon game to actually say that the character can get killed by Pokemon. Which, oh my god. Like... I didn't see that coming. Like, seriously, that was actually freaking amazing. So, thank you for that as well, Game Freak. You know, we've wanted a darker Pokemon game. You gave us a darker Pokemon game, because honestly, I did not see that coming. Although, one thing I did see coming, like, halfway was, spoiler warning, by the way. This character, Volo, I kind of knew he was going to be the villain, like, halfway through the game. It wasn't, like, it was hinted at, but, like, it was a bit too obvious, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I didn't really, you know, didn't really care for that much, because I knew exactly what was going to happen with him. And also, this game isn't that hand-holdy. Like, there is a marker that tells you where to go, but I'm pretty sure Breath of the Wild has that as well, so, you know, it's not like that's a whole hand-holdy thing. Besides, it is easy to get lost in this game, and you can get really easily distracted. I didn't beat the main story at first because I kept catching Pokemon, and it was just so distracting. Okay, now I'm going to talk about some not-so-great things about this game, because I do have quite a few critiques to say about it. The first thing is, this game kind of makes Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl absolutely pointless. Because, let's face it, this is the real Diamond and Pearl remake. Like, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are pointless now. Like, can you even, like, are you even going to ever play it again? Because, like, I'm going to play it when Pokemon Home is compatible with it, so I can complete the Pokédex in it, but that's about it. I'm probably never going to touch this game again. I know it sounds bad, but it's absolutely pointless now. It's like Game Freak, well, the Pokemon Company, I should say, felt obligated to make a real Diamond and Pearl remake, so which is why Game Freak didn't make Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, and instead gave it to a company that has no experience with games, might I add. And they worked on this, which they really wanted to make, obviously. Because this wasn't a cash grab, this was a real, you know, story they wanted to tell, which I think is amazing. So, yeah, this is the real Gen 4 remake. Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl are nothing compared to this game. And also, I just want to say, what is the hell is with the controls? Like, I was so confused and I kept forgetting because I'm so used to pressing like the Y button for the menu. But like, you press like the right trigger for the menu in this game or something. Like, it's so confusing. Like, I kept getting confused and I ended up like, there were times in the game where I was just like running about and pressing all different buttons because I did not know what to do. So, you could have kept the controls the same, Game Freak. That's one thing I really don't like about this game. The controls suck so much. Okay? They really do. I do not like them. I really prefer the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl controls and all the other Pokemon game controls over this. Because this was not okay, Game Freak. I'm sorry, but it wasn't. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the graphics. The graphics are amazing. Don't get me wrong. I really love the graphics. But compared to other open world games like Breath of the Wild, they look really childish. Like, don't get me wrong. I get Pokemon wants to be cartoony. Like, that's what Pokemon is. So, like, it's kind of hard to make it look realistic and cartoony at the same time, obviously. And Breath of the Wild just wanted to be realistic as possible. So, I get it, but still, the graphics aren't anywhere near as good as Breath of the Wild. But then, it feels wrong to compare any game to Breath of the Wild in that regard. So, yeah, it's kind of like mixed feelings about that. Okay, next I want to talk about the story tie-ins to Diamond and Pearl and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, because all of them were amazing. Like, in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, if you go to the library, it says something about a trainer going to find Manaphy with a Weasel, a Mantike, and a Quillfish with really big spikes. And, spoiler warning, in this game, there's a mission where you have to go find Manaphy, and you have to bring a Weasel, a Mantike, and Quillfish's new evolution, Overquill, which is a Quillfish with really big spikes. So that is hilarious. That was really good foreshadowing, Game Freak. Well done on that. Or Ilka, I guess. You know, I don't know. But yeah, that is really good foreshadowing. And also, the Spear Pillar, we finally know why it looks the way it does in the original Diamond and Pearl. Because at the end of the game, when you go to face the Legendary, you get to pick what one you want to face this time, which is really awesome. It freaking blows up the entire thing, what's it called, the ruins, and just leaves the points. And then even at the end, Volo says, and I really laughed at this, he says, what was it? Oh yeah, this temple, it just looks like spears pointing to the sky. So that really made me laugh so much, because obviously it's called Spear Pillar. Okay, now I'm going to talk about shiny hunting. This game probably has the best shiny hunting out of any Pokemon game. I think it was really great, because I have 6 shinies already, not including the free Ponyta, and it is amazing. Although, it's kind of hard because, you know, you have to keep resetting each area to get the Pokemon you want to hunt, which is kind of dumb. But aside from that, it's the best shiny hunting method we've ever had in any Pokemon game. And shinies in the overworld are back, so thanks Game Freak. We haven't had those since Let's Go. Or technically Heart Gold and Soul Silver, if you include the Gyarados. But yeah, Let's Go was the last time we actually had overworld shinies, so that's cool. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to talk about the new forms for all the Pokemon that got a new form. No, I'm not going to talk about them all, because I'm going to probably make a video about them, about my favorite ones, but I won't spoil that. I won't say what my favorite one is in this video. You probably already know, but I'm going to save that. But anyway, I had a few of the new forms on my team. This is my team up here, by the way, if I remember to put it there, which I probably will. But yeah, I wanted my team to be like a mixture of the new forms and my original Sinnoh team. So, I had Staraptor and Luxray, who were both on my original Sinnoh team. Those are the only 2, though, and then the rest were in the new forms. I had Hisuian Samurott, Hisuian Zoroark, Hisuian Gudra, and Hisuian Arcanine. I've never used an Arcanine before, and I loved using all of them. It was awesome. And also, I did not see Hisuian Gudra coming, but oh my god, I love it so much. Like, I thought I was going to hate it, because when I first saw it, I was like, what the hell is that? Because Gudra's my favorite dragon type, if you didn't know. But no, it just made me love Gudra even more. because, like, I really love this. And Zoroark is amazing. I'm currently hunting shiny Zoroark. I'm going to put a shiny here, if I remember. And just look how gorgeous that shiny is. I think that might be my new favorite shiny. It might be. I'll have to think about it. And the Hisuian starters, I don't actually know how to feel about them. Because I like their designs, but, like, does it really make sense to that they have them? Because, like, you know, the starters are going to be from, like, research from different regions, so does it really make sense that they're there? Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me. Although, I will say this, because the leaks happened a week before the game. I did get spoiled about Hisuian Decidueye, but I didn't see the other two, so this was the very first time where I did not know what my starter was going to evolve into. But I wasn't disappointed, because Hisuian Samurot's really cool. Although Hisuian Typhlosion's the best one. I always pick the water starters, but Hisuian Typhlosion, as a Hisuian form, is the best of the three. I still prefer Samurott over both of them, though. Although, I absolutely despise Dialga and Palkia's new forms. Okay, we all knew that these were going to happen, because in every single remake since Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they've given the legendaries new forms. You know, because, you know, actually, I kind of a thing since Platinum, if you think about it. Because Giratina got a new form, and then in Black and White 2, Kyurem got 2 new forms, and then technically in Sun and Moon, Zygarde got a new form, even though it should have been its own game. And then in Ultra Sun and Moon, Necrozma got new forms. And then in Sword and Shield, the legendary birds got new forms. So yeah, that's still a thing. And then in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, the Dialga and Palkia didn't get new forms. Oh, I forgot about Sedoras, and I forgot about Groudon and Kyogre, but they got new forms as well. So we knew that these new forms were coming, but this is what you came up with, Game Freak? Like, these are absolutely disgusting. Like, there's no other word for it. These are absolutely disgusting Pokemon. How could you ruin the 2 best legendaries in the whole game? Like, honestly, Palkia looks like a centaur whose arms were ripped off. It's absolutely disgusting. Like, I don't know what you were going for. But this makes me appreciate the primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre a lot more. And I prefer Dialga and Palkia over those two, so that's saying a lot. Also, I don't know how I feel about the new Force of Nature. Well, I don't even know what her name is. I like the idea of making a feminine version of, like, Thundurus, Tornadus, and Landorus, but it could have been done a little bit better. And also, I'm pretty sure it's a fairy type, and the whole point of the Forces of Nature is that they control, like, elemental types. And fairy is not really an elemental type. It's what I call a special type. So I don't really get that much. I know fairies live in, like, you know, environmental places, but I don't know. I just don't really like it that much. Also, its other form is a turtle for some reason. I can't make sense of that. Why not make it a water type then, Game Freak, if you were going to do that? That would have made more sense. And it's still an element, so it would have worked a lot. Okay, I think that's where I'm going to end this video, though. I don't know if this was too short, too long, or whatever, but, you know, if I missed anything, let me know in the comments down below. And let me know what you thought of these games. On a scale of 1 to 10, they obviously get a 10. Or a 9.5 at least. There are a couple things I really hate about the game, but overall, these are the best Pokemon games ever. I don't know if I can call them my favorites just yet. I think there needs to be more time before I can do that. But they'll most likely be my favorite Pokemon games. But yeah, I'm going to end it there. If you have anything nice to say about these games, then take it with Game Freak, because I don't really care. And I'm Vivi, and I'll see you next time. Bye!